Hello, hello, hello everyone, and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Tonight I am here to share with you the new program called Product of the Month. This is what Stampin' Up! Is doing. It's replacing the old celebration. Years ago, we used to have it twice a year for 2 months, and then we had it once a year for 2.5 months. Now they've come out with this product of the month. And what that is you can buy the product, you can earn the product of the month, or qualify, I guess I should say. You're not really earning it. You can qualify for the product of the month if you have $100 order. And that allows you to add the product of the month to your order for only $5. And these are while supplies last. So we need to, if we want it, we need to order early rather than later so we don't get disappointed. So I got this DSP and I want to show it to you. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Once again, it's called True Blue Floral. There's 2 sheets of each paper, and I have arranged them so that you can see side A and B. Isn't that pretty? Side A and B. All different shades of blue. Now I've cut into this one. So there's side A and B, A and B, A and B. I love this one. And A and B. Beautiful papers. All right, so that is what you can get for December's product of the month, providing you order quickly enough. So I thought we were going to do a project together with this paper. I have 2 stamp sets, Charming Day and With You in Mind. You can use any greeting stamp you want. I'm going to use the thank you, or maybe the best wishes, I'm not sure. And then I just took this because I wanted a little embellishment, so I got that little flower. I also have the Charming Shimmer Dots because there are some blue dots in there. It doesn't say what shade of blue they are, but we're going to use them. So I'll put those over here out of the way for a moment. And I got a mix full of different blues, greens, and yellows. So now we are going to get started. In my little magic book of tricks, I have a sketch here. This is the card we're going to create. And right now we're going to concentrate on this 6x6 inch piece of paper. Okay? I'm going to slide this out of the way, and I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. And just be careful which way your pattern's going. Off the bottom, we're going to cut off 3/4 of an inch. Okay? 3/4 of an inch. And we'll set that aside. Then we're going to rotate it back to the up and down position. And we're going to cut 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, right there. All right, we'll put that over there. And now this one is 1 3/4. And the last one should be 1 3/4. So that is how we cut. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. That is how we cut our paper. And I need to bring a paper trimmer back in. This one here, oh, that paper trimmer's not going to work. I'm going to have to bring the big one back. Pardon me. I am going to cut 1/4 of an inch off this. No, I'm going to cut. This needs to be 5 1/4. So this is all the waste out of a 6 by 6. That's it. Pretty good, eh? All right. So our card base is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Scored at 4 1/4. Our mat is 5 1/8 by 4 1/8, and that's going to go on the front of the card. And then on the inside of the card, I have, let me just measure this, make sure I don't want to put the wrong one. I was gonna. This one is the 5 1/8. This one goes on the inside. All right, that and that are going on the inside of the card. So we are going to work on the outside of the card. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our Tombow over here, and we are going to glue our cardstock. And I'm going to glue it this way. I'm trying to think which way I want it. Yep, I'm going to glue it this way. And we're going to just eyeball this as best we can. And put that in place. Now you'll see that I didn't cut my paper right. I have a little wee bit of overhang. Our snips will take care of that. All right, now we have these two pieces. Make sure that they're going in the right direction. And we're going to put these ones are too long too. Lovely. We are going to put these ones on here like so, but we're only going to glue the outside edge. All right. So I'm just running a fine line of glue down that edge. I'm going to pick this up so that I get it nice and even. There we are. All right, so see, this side is open. And we will turn that off. All right. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure my patterns are going in the right direction. I have never made this fold before, never seen it before. Sorry about that. My puppies are having a heyday. Daddy's supposed to be babysitting, but they're kind of running a little rampant. Hopefully you'll hear them and pick them up. All right. Now, so we have both sides open. Now comes the fun part. We are going to take this corner and we are going to pull it over here almost you don't want the white showing at the top, okay? So you see where that just went there. Then we're going to do the same thing over here. pull that corner down even with this one as best you can and fold that back. Now we're going to flip it. Do the same thing down here. Just put my finger there so I don't go too far. And fold it out. Isn't that cool? I have never seen this card before today. And when I saw it, I said, I have to do it. There we go. So that is all folded out. Now you can leave it like that. It's going to drive me crazy if I don't put a little dab of glue on there and glue it in place. And I'm going to put a little dot of glue, not a glob of glue, a dot of glue on each side and under here. And we'll hold that for a second. Cool, eh? A little bit under there. A little bit under there. And if there's a little, like, so you see there's a little bend here in the middle, don't worry about it. We're going to be covering that. So don't sweat the small stuff. Nobody's going to know. There we go. All right. How cool is that? Now we are going to put this onto our Knight of Navy card base, which to me seems like it's a little off. Let's get my paper. Let's glue this on first. I'm going to glue this flat. Let's get the stuff out of the middle of the card. And it's just a wee little border all the way around. But as you can see, I've got too much of a border over here. So we're going to slice that off. I measured wrong somewhere. There we go. That looks better. Now, this one should be, I'm going to remeasure this. No, this one's not even right. 3 3/4 by 5. I don't know. Maybe I did get the wrong one on the outside. Oh, you never know. All right, so I'm going to use the dark side and use this strip to decorate my inside panel. And we will take that little piece off, and then we will glue this to the inside. Just like so. Beautiful. All right. Now we can work on our outside. I have pre-stamped the flowers from the Charming Day set just so that it would be much quicker. And I grabbed a mitt full of stamping blends because I wanted them to dry, and I swatched them because I wanted them to dry to see what colors I wanted to use. And based on the way these have dried, I could use either one of these blues. This is light Misty Moonlight, and this is light Boho Blue. I think I'm going to use the light Boho. And I'm going to use the mango for the floral center. And I'm going into the archives and I'm going to use dark soft succulent for the leaves. And we'll see how that works out. So let's get some coloring done. And it shouldn't take too terribly long. I just need a little piece of something because I don't want this all over my mat. There we go. We'll just get some color on here. Because I would like to use these. I don't know if I need two, but I'm going to color two. I can always, if I don't use it on the outside, I can always put it on the inside. And I'm not shading with different shades. I'm just throwing the color on here. And while I have this open, I'm going to do the other one. I opened one of my Balmy Blue markers today to swatch it, do the swatch, and it was completely dry. I mean, completely. Never had that before. But it could be, I have tons of markers, so it could be from many, many moons ago. I didn't swatch this color. Nope, that side. This one's almost out. This is a retired color. Sure. No, I'm not going to use that. It's too dark. Let's go dark lemon lolly. Let's try that. Yeah, that's better. I don't want a real bright color if all the other things are so soft, right? I wish they would bring this color back. I love this soft succulent. Maybe. Never say never. Boho Blue came back. Well, I see Facebook's flipping again. I don't know why it does that. Every once in a while it starts that flipping. And I look at the screen and it looks like it's flashing. I don't know whether you guys get that or not. Because it's definitely not happening here in my craft room. But it is happening on the Facebook screen. For me, anyway. I hope you don't get it because it's distracting. There we go. We have some flowers, my friends. So we have some flowers. And now we have, see all that little tears right there where the corner's bent over? You're not going to see them. Not pretty. It's kind of like a curtain almost. Now we got to do some stamping for the inside. And I got to find my stamp sets. I had them here a moment ago. What did I do with them? Oh, over here. Over here. Let's do best wishes. Best wishes. That way it can go for many different occasions. Now I need a Stamparatus. And I think I'm going to use Misty Moonlight. I find sometimes that Night of Navy stamps really dark. And I like to stamp my greetings a couple of times, and I find that if I use Misty Moonlight and stamp it twice, if I need it, it's dark enough once it's completely dry. Look at that. Perfection. All right. Let's clean up this stamp and put it away before I lose it, because that's been known to happen. I have this little guy here, Little Tiny Flower Center. Have no idea what stamp set it's from. So here it sits on my desk, waiting for me to use that stamp set and say, oh, this is where it belongs. Okay. Heavens. There it is. In the wrapper. In the case. Now it will not get lost. Okay. Close up the ink pad. And we get to put this together. All right. The greeting is going on to the mat flat, but the mat will go onto the card with dimensionals. And this doesn't have to be squares. I just did squares because it's something different. It can be circles, it can be ovals, it can be whatever you want it to be. It can be stars. So now I need to find some dimensionals. Probably easier to go right down here and grab a sheet. There we go. All right, I am going to put them on the outside corners as well as in the middle. And take your pick tool. And there we have it. Let's bring our card down here and center this. Isn't that sharp? I love that. All right. I think those flowers need to be a little darker. I'm going to grab, if I can find it, I need Boho Blue Dark. Let's swatch it, see what it looks like. Yeah, I think that's what I need. I need to darken these up a bit. They're too light. So I'm just going to go around the edges, and then I'll go over it with the light boho. And hopefully it'll leave a little bit of a highlight, but darken it up enough so that it let's see. Oh yeah, that's better. Yep. Let's add this around the edges. And then we'll blend it all together with the lighter one. And when it dries, it's going to be perfect. Perfect. All right. So we have that flower and we have this flower. And I could put them 2 on the front, like so. I could put them in opposite corners, like so. I think I like that. I think I like that. Oops. And I dropped my dimensionals. Have to go fishing. There we go. Okay. So we have to bring this up to here, to that height. I think we're going to have to stack dimensionals. Let's try that, see what that's like. Yep, that's what we need. And up here, we're going to need to do the same. Stack them up. Let's see. That's great. All right, now we need a little bit of glue. And we'll pop this in place like so. And then we'll do the same with this one. Get that paper backing off. Let me know what you think of this fun fold. I've never done it before. I don't even know what it's called. Today's the first day that I saw it, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give her a whirl. Now, I got some blue ribbon here, and it's very pretty and sparkly, and this is a very pretty sparkly card. So we're going to make a little wee bow. Just a wee one. Just add a little zhuzh at the bottom corner there. All right, all right, all right, all right. And I have some paper pumpkin dots. Let's use some of these on the back side of my bow. And one on the knot. And one on each tail. There. Now I'm just going to dry fit. I think I'm going to put it just there in the corner. Let's get these little paper backings off. Well, maybe. There we go. The girl with no fingernails. And this one. And poke it in place and then zhuzh it up a little bit. There. Now let's get these charming shimmery dots out and get a couple of these on here, because we can all use a little shimmer. Let's put One right there. And I always have trouble with the third one. Oh, let's just put it down here somewhere. There we go. There we go. That, my friends, is our fun fold. How cool is that? I don't even know what it's called. I really don't. It's just paper folding. I don't know. It kind of looks like a curtain to me, but I don't know. You call it what you want. Just think of the different papers that you have in your stash that you could use. Or if you really love this blue paper like I have, get your order in and you can have a whole pack of this paper, just like I do. You'll see lots more of this coming because I love it. I love blue. So anyway, there it is. That is our fun fold for today with our fabulous True Blue Florals 12 by 12 product of the month for December. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you all again soon. Bye-bye.